Your love path focus for February, Aquarius, delivered as interesting as reading as the work. So let me go through it. I've got the Two of Wands sitting in the first placement, which is kind of the general what's going on with the reading. And the Two of Wands represents imagination, inspiration, taking off, all right? Okay, and this definitely applies to love. Even if it's you're a single person wanting to get out there or have a reignited spark in your relationship, anywhere that you feel that you could use new enthusiasm and inspiration, imagination, excitement, like add some jazz to it, add some jazz to your life overall, and it will really pay off. Like, let's say you lost weight and you want to step out in new clothes, or you just want to step out in new clothes in general. Aquarius rules that uniqueness in our personality, kind of stepping out into the world. What makes you guys beautiful. And that would be the Two of Wands. So anywhere where you need that refresh, rejuvenation of spirit, it's the right track. But what's interesting here is what's the crossing card. It's the Four of Cups. Four is the firm foundation in numerology and tarot to build upon, right? To build upon the heart. But in my deck, in my interpretation, a lot of times is other people telling you what to do. So let's say you should be getting married, or you should be doing this with your career, you should be doing this with your family. Everyone has an opinion. And I've learned, like, while it can be stressful and kind of conflict with our imagination, inspiration, and creativity wanting to take off, that's the thing, that's the challenge out of it. But it really reaffirms your foundation. It makes you if something sparks you, it makes you reevaluate maybe that situation or people in your mind, in your mindset, right? Also, to situations moving forward, it's good to have people that are throwing unique stuff at you to kind of do a Rubik's Cube. Like, do you really want to stay in a relationship? Do you want to reignite it? And also, too, I'll say this with these kinds of cards, and I've seen this in tarot before for my many years of readings, where let's say you even divorce somebody, but now you have kind of come back together again, but everybody and their mother has an opinion that you're crazy to doing so, but you and your partner want to make a go out of it. That would be a representation of these kinds of cards. So wherever you're feeling like, that kind of gets my nerve, look at it to see if it applies to you. But if not, then disregard it. Again, everyone will have an opinion, and that's good for like Rubik's Cubes of decision making. But at the end of the day, the decision making has to be yours. All right. And at the top of the matter, I have the Two of Swords, which is like indecision. And swords are our thoughts, and Aquarius as an air sign rules that. So especially for the ancient tarot, it was breaking those typical ways that we are with the community, right? Our authority figures, our family, father figures. I just mean that as a patriarchy, kind of like over for authority. That would be the ancient interpretation. So, wherever you're not feeling like you're an individual, and that clash of maybe against a creative, like I want to go do something, or I want to be with this person and I want to give it another try. That's part of the lesson of being your own identity. You don't get there with the nice stuff. It's going to be stuff that challenges your mind and your heart. But I have to say, too, get that heart in there, because the Knight of Cups is in the base of the matter, and I like to say the gut of what's feeling going on. So you're ready to take a ride for the heart. That's so exciting for an Aquarius, because you lead us into the future. It's only going to benefit all of us. So you kind of like stifling this doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody else. And I can see also in the past, the Queen of Cups, which doesn't matter our gender. It's that unconditional love, when we saw him work, just caring about people, not only just the people that you are in your inner circle in love, but it would representation of that as well, an exalted state of reaching that unconditional love and having that heart that gets combined with a big mind. You, Aquarius, you have to have both. And right in the present time is that Page of Swords, which is like my mind is on overdrive. I'm thinking of new ideas. And it's a little troublesome to us that want a little bit of steadiness, especially out of these kind of past reflections. But that's okay, because it's God in the universe saying, I'm stirring you again. And again, you rule the thought, so welcome it, because some of the ideas will stick and some won't, but it'll get you excited about the potential for the future. That's why that guy is sitting there kind of blowing the air around you, say, whoa, what catches your attention, right? And if you have to move in secret and maneuver or prepare for different moves that might fall under the area of the heart. Just know that that's favored. It doesn't make us always feel good. But again, Aquarius could put an emotional distance here for the strategy and analytical thinking that might have to be applied. And it's, again, in your favor. And I say this because part of the cards say that you might have an outside persona of a happy family to the rest of the world, but internally you are like, screaming, no, I need to get in a new direction. I need to get out of here. I need to have something different happen. So if that applies to you, know that you could turn that ship around. You can achieve the happy family, whether it's this kind of dynamic with current partnerships and everything, or in the future, it's attainable. Again, I hate to have a duality here, but that's what the cards are speaking to. And only you know where it internally is hitting you, where to say, yeah, I could use that little bit more confidence to make my own decision making because it only benefits me. And the cards say you've got a lot of like wherewithal, you got a lot of mama, great friend stuff. You're really trustworthy, loyal, all been tempered because you have walked the path of taking the experiences and learning the lessons along the way. And that's really great stuff because now you kind of get the rewards for all that. And that's, the cockamamie-ness of the reading. It's like it all falls back down to you, which so much in tarot always does. The way we're thinking about things affects our actions and our words, and it makes us grow to, again, to be not only of service to ourselves, but to service to others, whatever that means may be. And I also want to reinforce that because I know it came out in the work. The Hermit is at the end result here. And what the angel cards say, out of your overcoming difficulties and, facing your challenges, that's the Hermit too, manifested. He's the spiritual warrior to me in tarot. And you don't get to him other than having, overcome those difficulties and faced up to the challenges and took them on and got to the other side of it. And that it makes you want to share something, just like me with tarot. So much of what I learned is through the cards and the life lessons. Again, that's the major arcana. It's represented that, and the smaller suits help us understand and navigate the way. And you've learned a lot of stuff, so now you get a chance to not only share it with other people, hopefully, but most importantly, reinforce that good heart of yours. Take that breath, clean out, get rid of the clutter, recognize how specially and unique and lovely you are. That is worth anything in the world. And God, with these kinds of cards, saying, I want to reward that. So don't kind of block your own thought process to getting to feel who you are. That's part of this kind of journey. So no worries. You're going to reach your end result. And remember, most importantly, who you are. You have skill sets and talents and a great heart and spirit that is worth just the world.